White Magic specialise in innovation and quality. Today, Openshop is incredibly excited to present their Eco Kitchen and Living range, which includes handy trolleys, smart bins, food freshness bundles, and Eco Kitchen utensils. The prices we have for you are incredible, so get ready to bring convenience into your kitchen and preserve the environment with White Magic.
And you saw it right there, shoppers. White Magic is all about innovation and quality. Two really important things. There's no point in having one without the other. And here at Openshop, we are proud to bring you a brand new range of eco kitchenware and livingware. And Craig, thank you so much for being here
Always
today.
a pleasure, Gabby.
It is. Well, it's always a pleasure being in the kitchen, first of all.
It is.
But it can
Love
be a
to eat.
chore. Oh, yeah. It can be a chore for people if, you go to the fridge and you get out the lettuce to make the salad and it's looking a little bit sad. And you think, well, I only bought it a couple of days ago. Or you buy that really expensive cheese and a couple of days later it's got the little mould spore on it. Well, things need to be stored correctly. And White Magic are all about environmentally friendly solutions, right? And we're throwing away the plastic straws. We're getting rid of the plastic shopping bags. We're going to bring you some solutions that are going to be better for the environment, better for your hip pocket, because you're going to save money if you're not throwing things out prematurely.
You're going to save money, you're going to eliminate plastic, you're going to be better organised, and we've picked the eyes of our best sellers and the deals are very, very sharp.
Okay, and look, these are some of White Magic's best sellers. We're going to get to them in a moment. We're going to show you a little bit of vision about this incredible sell. Now, we are looking at the trivet.
The silicon drying rack and trivet. It's a two-in-one tool. It's made from solid steel that's covered with food-grade silicon that can be heated all the way up to 250 degrees, but they can be also used as a drying rack over your sink to dry plates.
Amongst other things. We're going to show you a little bit of vision of some of the things that this can do, and perhaps it's going to be something that you need in your kitchen. Well, that is not just an ordinary trivet. Did you see how many things you can do with it? So you can be using it as a rinsing rack, you can be using it as a drying rack, you can put it in the oven, so you can use it as a cooking utensil to have the fat drip away from that pork belly so that the crackle stays really, really crackling. It's heat resistant. You can cook in it. You can also roll it up and chuck it in the dishwasher, right? So if you are doing things with food where food gets spilt on it, because of course it's oven to table, it may need a clean. It's metal on the inside, so it's strong and sturdy. So if you look at that, it's got a little tiny bit of flex in it, but it is so super strong and silicon, so it's non-slip, right? And it rolls up, so when you pack it away in the drawer, you roll it up, you throw it in the drawer. Now this has been a hero product worldwide on home shopping channels, and now I know why. So, oven to table. You know when you have a beautiful table and you're bringing out the casserole dish or the paella dish or maybe the roasting pan and you need something and you kind of like somebody get the tea towel and you're worried it's still going to burn through onto the table? Not anymore. So rinsing rack. You can see you could rinse, instead of getting the colander out, you can rinse your fruit straight through to the sink. You can use it as a drying rack at Chrissy time. You know when you got the troops and you need that extra drying rack? You can rinse your plates, dry them straight into the sink there. Okay, but I'm going to do what the main purpose, the main purpose is oven to table. So I can bring my fry pan sizzling. You can see the oil in there bubbling. This is bursting with heat, and this is beeping because it's that induction. It's telling me to turn it off. straight onto the trivet and have a look. Proof's in the pudding.
No,
Silicon didn't melt.
No heat transfer.
Silicon didn't melt. Okay, so we're going to protect our furniture.
Sure.
The size is huge. It's bigger than any trivet I've ever had. Most trivets are kind of like, well, something like that. And they're usually either round in their cork and they get a bit sticky. And if you get food spilt on them, they look awful.
Yes.
Or, they're flimsy little, like a little tea towel.
That's right.
This is incredible. So, oven or cooktop to table. What about... I saw this and I thought, I'm going to test it out because when it's Christmas time and you buy that really expensive cooking chocolate, you don't want to waste the drippy bits. You don't want to waste them. You want to get them back all up together and remelt them and use them for maybe your strawberries.
Exactly.
Your dipped strawberries. So we talk about this being not an ordinary trivet. So, do you do much cooking, Craig?
I could tell a lie right now, but no, my wife is a very good cook. I'm blessed with a wife
so
that cooks.
she does the cooking, you do the eating.
I do make breakfast. I make a mean omelette.
Okay, so when you are, I'll give you a little cooking lesson, Craig.
Excellent.
One day you might want to do this for your lovely wife to repay the favour. When you're icing a special cake, so it could be the Christmas pudding, it could be the Easter pudding, it could be the birthday cake. When you want it done professionally, you need it to finish all the way around because I'll tell you what happens. If you have a spatula and you're trying to wipe that icing on, it may look like you need a cooking lesson.
I see. It's hard to get it done perfectly. Gravity
Absolutely.
is your friend.
So I want to take this off now and pop that on a plate. But
Yeah.
see all that chocolate left underneath?
Sure.
Look at this. I can lift it up either side
Look
and
at
pop that
that.
on a plate. I can scrape that up, put
Yes.
it back into my pot, reheat it, and then dip my strawberries.
Oh.
So what I'm going to have to do with the trivet, though, I'm going to have to give it a rinse.
Sure.
So I just roll it up and throw it straight in the dishwasher. So this is not an ordinary trivet. Now, how robust, how strong is this? How long is it going to last? Because it really feels to me like
Yes.
it's quality.
It's made from steel. That's why when you pick it up, it actually feels substantial. You've got the food grade silicon over the top of it, which has been tested to go to 250 degrees. So you can use it in the oven.
Cook with it.
It's microwave safe. It's dishwasher safe. You
Yep.
can throw that in the dishwasher and blast it out. You can store it easily. If a thief comes into your house, you can give him a whack with it because the thing is seriously substantial. And the deal, Gabby, 2 of these for $50. Normally
Incredible.
on my website, $35 for one. So you're getting
Absolutely
$20 off and we're throwing in the vegetable
you
bag.
get the vegetable bag. This is an incredible offer. This is not like your little cheap and cheerful cork trivet. This is a multi-purpose utensil that you can use in your home. Protect your furniture. 301934. 2 of the drying silicone rack. Remember, they're heat-proof. You can cook with them.
Yes.
You can use them as a drainer. You can throw them in the dishwasher. $39, Craig, from $84.95. And we're
What?
sending them to
No,
you
hold
for
on. It was
free.
meant to be
$39.
It's 2 for $39. I thought it was $50. Oh
Nope.
my God, that's ridiculous.
Incredible. Yeah.
That's nearly a buy one, get one free, and you're getting the $14.95 vegetable bag.
So on your website, it's $35 for
35
one, did you say?
Oh, I hope my retailers aren't watching this. I'm in big
Sorry.
trouble. I'm in big
Sorry.
trouble. Wow. No,
Well-
seriously. I thought, hand on the heart, it was $50 for 2. $39 for 2 is just outrageous. And
Okay.
by the way, you can use it as a table runner as well. Buy 2, buy 4.
Good idea.
Line it down the middle of your table and take your pots directly to your table. Your table can be made out of wood, can be made out of any
Glass,
material,
a glass
and it's
table.
not going to transfer. You're going to have no
Don't
heat
want
marks.
heat on that.
And the colour is stylish. You've got that matte finish in the silver look. It will go with the look of any type of table setting.
But not just, I mean, this is huge. I doubt whether you'd have a baking dish as
39.
big as that. So
Yes.
most things, and at least, of course, you've got an industrial oven, most big baking dishes and so on are going to come straight out of the oven, go straight onto this. Even if you put 2 together, Craig, like this you were talking
Yes.
about using as a trivet,
They
2
marry up
together,
beautifully.
that's got to be close to a metre, right? That is-
52, exactly, 1.4
Okay, there you
metres.
go.
1.4.
There you go, I know
1.04,
how-
do apologize. 1.04.
Right, now we're also getting this as the bonus.
Yes.
So tell me about this.
Okay, this is our twist. At White Magic, we always like to do an improvement on existing technology. And we saw the potato bag, the onion bag, the vegetable bag, and we saw how can we improve it. Now, the basic premise behind this is it's a blackout lining bag where your root vegetables go to last longer because all these root vegetables start their
Dark.
life
under
in the ground, right?
in the soil.
And when they see sunlight, they start to
Age.
They're going to have to help me with this. Photosynthesize.
Okay, Gab's language, they age.
They age, okay.
They get
Have you
old.
ever had them sprout? If you put them on the windowsill,
Who's
the
never
potatoes.
around that long in my house?
Okay, but if you do leave them, so this basically is a block out
It's
liner.
going to keep them fresher.
Fresh longer,
Gonna keep them
but
fresher.
it's got our unique twist. The unique twist is a first in, first out system. So when you put 2 kilos of spuds in it,
Love it.
you're always always getting the first in, first
Love
out.
it.
And you're not dragging from the top.
Love
and
it.
therefore you have all your soggy potatoes or onions or carrots at the bottom.
Fantastic. So the ones that go in first come out first. Absolutely fantastic. So if you need one of these, you're getting it as a bonus. So 301-934, that is the bundle. You are getting 2 of the White Magic heat-resistant trivets that can go in the dishwasher. They can go in the oven. And of course, you're getting that vegetable bag as a bonus. And it's going to mean first potatoes in, first potatoes out.
Yes.
Hopefully no more sprouting potatoes. And of course, it protects them from the sunlight. So that is a bonus. Now, we're going to have a little break. We're going to have a look at our next cell. I'm in love with this. If you are a busy mum, stay with us because we have got something that just might make your day that little bit easier. Handy trolley? Understatement. This is the 4-in-1, and when you see what this can do, I think it's an exceptional thing to have in the boot of your car, one in the garage, maybe one for your mum, one for your dad, maybe your mother-in-law. But as a mother, I'm looking at this thinking, gosh, that would have been handy here, 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 and here. And it's going to be handy here, 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 and here. 301-869. This is incredible value. At $49, stay with us. You're going to want one in every colour. Craig, tell me about the 4-in-1.
Terrific. Now, you've seen these carts in the past. You might have seen people trundling down the road with a cart that looks a little bit like this.
Yeah.
And at White Magic, we always like to do a twist, an improvement, innovation, and take old technology and make it modern and more efficient. So what we've done is we've made the most amazing, what we call the handy trolley that you will ever see. So first off, you've got what looks like a normal cart,
like a
which it is,
trolley.
and it moves 45 litres to and from.
Yep.
You can use this for shopping, you can use this for laundry, you can use this for picnics, you can use this for the beach. But then we've added a twist. We've actually put a bag on the back that is removable. You might see Gabby actually holding one. And now you've got the ability to use it as a standalone bag. It's got that shoulder strap, which makes it easy to carry. The back is flat, so it contours to your hip.
Yeah.
But we haven't stopped there. We've added 7 pockets. 7 pockets. More pockets than you're ever going to need.
So I don't
for
have
security.
to dive into the bottom to get if I'm looking
You
for
can
something
put your phones
important.
in one pocket, your keys in another pocket, your iPad, your water bottles. Let me take you through it.
Okay.
You've got a zipper up
Yep.
here for your first one.
Keys and phone?
Keys. This is probably for your
Sniffing?
very sensitive things. This is for something which you want to keep out of reach of anyone who might be sniffing around your bag. Then you've got a big front pocket. Front pocket. What would you use that one for?
Maybe the sun cream.
Sun cream.
Yeah.
This one, obvious.
Bottle
This
of
one is
water.
basically your bottle of
Bottle of
water.
water and-
how
yeah.
hot is it at the moment? You've always got to have your hydration with you. This one is for your umbrella. You know, you never know when it's going to rain, so you always have the umbrella
that's
within easy
cool.
reach. Then you've got another zipper. Now, this zipper actually goes right to the back. So this one's probably your most hidden zipper. Then you've got another big pocket on the side. So that's 7 pockets, and that enables you to store everything you can imagine. The bag itself has internal liner, which makes it dead easy to clean. So if you
Great.
take it to the beach, get sandy,
Great.
it rinses out amazingly well. You've
Okay.
got the toggle for closure, and then once you remove the bag,
Yeah.
you reveal what I call the dolly. The dolly basically allows you to transport 25 kilos of anything that doesn't fit in the bag to act as a dolly.
Now I know why you've got the water. Can you show me
it all makes sense now.
How the water works?
So let me have a play. Let me show you.
I don't want to carry. Look, I tell you what this is brilliant for. Brilliant to have in the boot for your shopping, for your groceries, for your busy times. But also, you know, when you go to the shops and you buy something that's just too heavy and you're thinking, how am I going to carry that box down to my car? And you're looking around and there aren't any salespeople. There aren't any. Remember when we were young, there used to be the young boys that would carry your stuff to your car? There's not many of them around anymore. So this is where you think, I'll go to my car, I'll get my trolley and I'll bring it back. Why struggle? This will carry how many kilos?
25 kilos. And I'm putting it to the test, Gabby, because if you get 24 500ml bottles, you're looking at about 12 kilos in this.
So does that mean 2 cases of beer as well?
Actually,
as
there's
2 cases
600.
of water?
My gosh, there's 600ml. That's even more.
Because, you know, if they fall off, if I drop a case of beer at this time of year, it's just about it's nearly a cry. I'd cry. I'd absolutely
It's a
cry.
major
if
issue.
I walked out of the bottle-o and I'm struggling and there's bottles of wine on top of my case of beer and because this is what I do.
Okay.
Bag of ice, a case of beer and a couple of bottles of wine for me is a headache. But it's a weekly occurrence in my home.
This you can pile it up.
Boom.
You can pile it all the way to here. And this, it's actually 24 times 600. If they can do some maths up in the studio, tell us.
See if I can manage,
Sure.
because I've got to be able to do that as well. Okay, so this is padded. And look, it's actually quite... I can twist and turn that. Look, I can get around like this. It's just nobody's business. Off I go. This is cool. So the wheels, have they got air in the tyres?
No, they're all foam, hard-wearing foam. They're nice and fat, which means they're perfect for the beach. They will go over uneven even territory, no problems, and they are pure foam, so there's no chance of anything deflating. They're hard-wearing wheels.
So I can carry the esky down to the beach.
Perfect for the esky, perfect for the gas bottles, perfect for all that sort of stuff.
Now, what happens if I need a little rest on the way?
Okay, so if you need a little rest, you pull out the chair.
Because I might need to stop and have a little sip.
So we've had bag, we've had trolley, and I'm just going to reveal it. So he's kicked that back. Let's get that out of the way. Take that out. Now, let's see. The seat goes up like so. Now, when you need it, all you do is you pull this little red little red.
So it's like a little lock, so it doesn't keep falling down all the time when you're trolling.
I'm going to put this to the test because, unfortunately, my doctor doesn't like this, but I am in excess of 100 kilos.
How many kilos is it going to hold?
100, supposedly. But I'm going to put it to the test live on TV, and you can see. Unfortunately, hopefully next time I see you, I'll be a little bit slimmer, but Christmas, you never know. That's 100 kilos. So if you're anything from 100 kilos down, you can safely sit on this chair. I can go fishing. I can watch the footy. I can be at the beach. I can be waiting for the bus. I can be at the markets. You know, when you go to the markets and you can never find a seat for love or money. You can be eating your crepes and drinking your coffee in your own trolley.
When it's full of all your organic produce and
in the back.
Bits and pieces. I'm just thinking about all those times. My kids we've moved past the sport now, but all those times when I was a soccer mum, when I'd be taking, the soccer ball, and I'd be taking the oranges and the bottles of water and the bits and pieces and the certificates for the winners, all the soccer mums and soccer dads. I could have just wheeled this trolley in like nobody's business with my cup of coffee in one hand, popped the chair down, had a seat, had my bottle of water in one side, zipped up the top, thrown my keys in so I know when they are, rather than having to scavenge to the bottom of the bag when it's home time, when you just
Can I show you one more thing, Gabby? One more feature.
For mums and dads, it's a must.
No other card. Did I mention it folds in half, Gabby? Did I mention it actually folds in half? So if you're using this to transport things, you can actually have it folded in half, and then when you want to use it, you just simply unfold it, latch it, base goes down, and then attach the bag. You're ready to go.
Easy.
So it folds in half. It's a dolly, it's a trolley, it's a bag, and it's got a seat. And I believe, what are we selling it for, Gabby?
Look, it's $49.
No, that's crazy. It's meant to be $69. They told me it was $59, and now they dropped it to $49.
This is Openshop.
And it's free.
This is not Craig's
Tell me it's not free
website.
shipping.
White
is it
Magic
free shipping?
is Craig's brand.
Oh
He's
my
flabbergasted.
gosh.
This is Openshop.
Oh gosh, I'm going to have to chat to the buyers after this.
You're going to be in trouble.
Stock is very limited in some of the colours, so jump on it right now if you're interested. You've got your option of black, blue, chocolate and red. And
great colours, I've got to say. And look, they're great universal colours. So look, if you are buying this as a gift, it's not going to matter what colour you give, because you're giving a product that is innovation, it is quality, it's functional.
Yes.
You can use it in many different ways. It's the 4-in-1. It can be used just as a trolley with that bag attachment, as the seat, or of course as a dolly. And it's going to hold up to 100 kilos in the seating department. fantastic. All those different compartments within that main bag area, really important. But if you did want to carry it on its own, let's just say you had the trolley stacked with Yeski, right? And you've got the bag filled with all the picnic rug and bits and pieces. Just so you know, it's got this padded little attachment there so that when I'm carrying it on my shoulder, I'm not cutting in.
That's right.
It's soft and padded.
Contours
and
to your hip.
Easy. Toggle there.
Yep.
You toggle there.
There's a lid
and
that comes over.
So look,
So
you've
many
just got
pockets.
the ability to multitask when you need to.
Wow.
All right, now we're going to have to wrap this one up. This is my hit prediction for Christmas present. Your friends and family are going to thank you for it. Now, we're going to have a little look at the Smart Bin, which is our next sell. This is a really cool bin. I know, you're thinking it's a bin. How can a bin be cool? Let us show you a couple of the features and benefits. Apart from the fact that it just looks good, it's a really functional smart bin. We're going to show you some vision and we'll be back in a moment. You saw it right there. This is the Smart Bin Duo in a stainless steel finish, but it's the non-fingerprint finish. Thank you very much, White Magic. Less cleaning. But what it actually does is allows you to tap the bottom with your foot. So if you have got bags of rubbish, you don't have to struggle with trying to, lift a lid on a bin, and you just swipe your foot at the bottom there. This bin will open and close 10,000 times before you need to change the batteries. There we go. See the lid? Now, 5 seconds later, watch this.
Coming, going.
There we go. Automatic.
Every
And it's a
single
soft
time.
close. It's not that bang. Like some bin lids just drop and acoustically it's really loud and quite an awful noise. Soft close lid. This is innovation. This is quality. And this is 301870. You are getting the free gift of the biodegradable garbage bags. Now, the amount of garbage bags you are getting there is phenomenal. These are quality. Again, they're good for the environment. And generally, in the Duo bin, you're using one side for rubbish and the other side for recycling. So remember, you're only going to use one side with that bin liner.
That's right.
Now, Craig, tell me about this product. I'm in love. Does that sound
Again,
weird? I'm in
you
love
should
with
be in
a
love
bin?
because again, that's meant to be $249 on my website. We've they told me it was $199, and I've turned up here and it's $179. So the pricing is ridiculous. It's the cheapest anywhere, and we've thrown in 120 compostable bin liners. That is probably enough for 2 years if you change them one time per week, and you only use them on one side. So the deal is amazing. The technology is very advanced. I just want to take you through what you might probably have in your home right now.
This is a good bin, Craig.
This is a very nice bin. It starts with a B and it's a German company. And to be honest, that bin would cost more new than this bin. I'll give you the tip. So it's old technology. You have to basically find that pedal and then you have to keep your weight on the pedal, dump the rubbish and then move your foot away. If you're old and if you've got balance issues, that is going to become problematic, right? So we've taken this simple pedal that hasn't been changed probably in 40 years and we have introduced toe tap technology. And by the way, toe tap technology is 100% exclusive to White Magic. No one else has anything like this. It's patented, made out of one factory in China, and it's totally protected.
Okay. So why is it lid staying up?
Okay. So you saw how I tapped it and it opened and closed 5 seconds later. If I put my foot against there and that light goes off after 3 seconds, it's now open permanently.
I didn't
so you can
realise.
change your bin bags, you can grate a carrot, you can do whatever you like. Now, Now, it comes with these really neat 23-litre inserts.
They're deep.
They are
really
deep. They are hard wearing. Now, we've left this one empty because we foresee this to be the recycling side. This is the side where you're going to put your egg cartons, your milk bottles, and all the things you want to recycle, and take this out
handles.
and just dump it
It's got
directly
handles,
in.
so it's not going to be slippery. So it's safe to carry because if it's full, it may be heavy.
Sure.
So those handles are really safe.
And in my home, my two boys, Ethan and William, that's their job, and they have to empty the recycling and the rubbish.
Good
and
lads.
this is perfect for any age of
lads.
child. I reckon a 5-year-old could pick this up and take it out to in Queensland, we have yellow bins. What do you have down here for your
We've
recycling?
got yellow bins, but
Yellow
I reckon
bins.
if there's a $5 involved, or if there's $5 involved,
Oh,
I reckon
yes.
you might even
They would-
get them younger. They can split it between the two. They can
Sure.
carry it together. There's two handles, one side each, mums and
exactly.
dads. Look, I noticed that you've got that little hole there, and I know what that's for. That's for with your bin liner.
Sure.
So let's just say you swap and you buy another brand. You don't
Sure.
end up continue using the White Magic, and they may be a little bit larger than your bin. So what
Sure.
you do is you get the bin liner and you push it through that hole so that it stays nice and firm without slipping into the inner part. Okay, so that is innovation again. There we go. That's great.
Now, have a sniff of this bin liner. I don't often
I
ask a
don't know
lady
if
to
I wanna-
sniff my bin
I
liner.
don't know that
but
I've ever
have
been
a sniff
asked-
of this bin liner,
No one's
Gabby.
ever asked me to do
Just
that
have
before.
a sniff. You're going to be pleasantly surprised. It smells of corn.
Okay.
This is
Oh.
basically 100% corn-based compostable bin liner, right?
Needs a little bit of butter and pepper.
Well, just imagine. I don't advise you to eat it, but it's made 100% from cornstarch. And so this means it's guaranteed to be compostable
Yeah.
in both a home and industrial
Yeah.
composting facility. You're doing your bit for the environment. We have basically matched the quality of this bin liner to the market leader.
It's strong. It's sturdy. And that was the first thing I noticed. I've had some recycled or some compostable before that are quite flimsy. You don't want a flimsy bin liner because otherwise taking out the rubbish becomes a whole nother chore.
Sure.
You want the White Magics and you're getting them. You're getting a year's supply. In fact, if you're changing your bin liner around once a week and you're using it in one side of this duo, you've got about a year's supply. So 301870, the free gift, the 120 by 20 for a 20-litre biodegradable, eco-friendly garbage bags. The price of that bin, we are talking about innovation, 10,000 open and soft closes before you need to change the batteries. Now, the batteries are 3D size batteries. So look, they're going to cost you roughly $5 or $6. 10,000 open and closes. And if you need the lid permanently up, if you're doing a whole lot of prep or a whole lot of cleanup or peeling straight into the bin, leave your toe or tap it and leave your toe there for 5 seconds and it's going to stay up until you just give it another tap and it's that soft close again.
Exactly.
Now show me the back. What's
So the
happening
back,
here?
that's where your batteries are. So if you do have a leak, if for whatever reason the bag breaks and
It's not
you
in the
put something,
bottom.
it's not on the bottom, so the electrics aren't going to be affected at all. You get 10,000 open and closes, as you said, but it's also got something amazing called sleep mode. So when you do go away, it actually conserves energy.
Oh.
And we've tested this to say that for 10,000 open and closes, if you open it 10 times a day, you should get nearly 3 years worth of life out of
Wow.
3D batteries,
That's
which do
cool.
cost less than a cup of coffee. So it's not the sort of thing you're constantly replacing the batteries on. Now, let's go through the size if you don't mind, Gabby, because this is
okay.
something which
So
people should get their measuring tapes
Yeah,
out
okay.
and check the space you want to put it in.
I've got the size here, Craig.
Sure.
57. Which way is that?
57
57
across.
is what? Across?
Yes.
By 32
32.
across that way by 50 height wise.
50
Again,
height.
57 by 32 by 50 height wise, like top to bottom. Now, this in most kitchens is going to fit, at the end of the countertop.
Yes.
It might fit if you've got the double doors. Look, most doors in a kitchen are 60 centimetres. Most doors are 60. Rarely
Yes.
there are 45. So if you are putting this underneath the sink, of course, if you want to hide it away, it's 57. You've got 60 centimetres there. So it's going to fit most kitchens perfectly well. Now, if you want to order, you just need to tap the app, the Openshop app, download it. It's free. Call 13 25 80 or, of course, openshop.com.au. This is incredible value. This is Openshop and this is White Magic. We're talking innovation and quality for only $179 with that bonus. And, of course, we're going to deliver it to you for free. Now, if
Year
this
warranty,
is
by the way.
2-year warranty,
warranty.
well, that is testament to the brand endorsing the quality. It is in a stainless steel finish and it is fingerprint proof, so there's less cleaning. Now, we are going to move on to another bin, and this is the 50 litre. I don't know anything about this bin, Craig, but it's looking a whole lot bigger.
So this is the
way.
big boy, Gabby. This is the big boy. If you've got a family that throws away a lot of rubbish, you should look at this one because that's a 46 litre bin because you have two 23s equals 46. This is a 50 litre, and it works exactly the same way. You press on it. Toe tap. Again, if you want to open it, you leave for 3 seconds. Otherwise, it opens and closes automatically. You get, I don't even want to look at.
I'll tell you what the price is, 301,873.
Oh, I just want to look at it.
This is our first kitchen show with quality and innovation from White Magic. And Craig, who actually owns a company, is having a conniption because we are talking $139.
Don't tell me it's free shipping.
It is free. Free shipping.
No,
This is Openshop.
I'm in so much trouble.
And it just gets that much better. If this is your first purchase, you're going to get an additional 10% off. So it gets even better. We're going to ship it for free. The bonus is 60 of the 50 litre biodegradable, again eco-friendly.
Yes.
And this is in the stainless steel fingerproof finish. Tap. I'm gonna just give it that little tap.
Perfect.
Look at this. Now watch. So you don't need it. You don't need to put any oomph into it whatsoever.
Close.
Soft close.
Soft close.
Yeah, okay, soft close
and look,
means
there's no bin liner showing. It's totally black,
sleek,
and it's got a hard-wearing plastic lid because, number one, you want to maximise the battery life, so you don't want a heavy lid. And number two, if your kids play cricket with the tea bag and it lands on the lid, it's much easier to clean than a stainless steel lid. So we've thought of everything.
Please don't encourage my children to do anything else that they shouldn't be doing in the house. Thank you very much. Now, the battery's located in the back.
Yes, battery's located in the back. Let me take you around. 3D, same thing, 10,000 open and closes.
Okay.
You should get at least 3 years worth of life if you open it 10 times a day. 2-year warranty. It's in a half moon construction.
It's a beautiful sort of sits flat against something.
Sits it up perfectly. See, I've got it against that wall.
No
the bin
hard,
lid's not hitting.
corners. It's a soft look. It is a soft close. And of course, it is White Magic with the bonus garbage bags. Now, those garbage bags are biodegradable. They're really good quality. The last thing you need when you're taking the garbage bag out, especially when it's chock-a-block, because usually you wait until it's chock-a-block, there's a blowout. Imagine when there's a blowout when you've got a cheap and cheerful bag.
Exactly.
All sorts of language could possibly be heard, and we do not want that sort of language going on outside my home. Thank you very much. 10,000 open and soft closes before you need to change the battery. Now, the batteries are not in the bottom, so if you have a leak, it's not going to matter. If you do have a leak, Craig, can you take the inner bit?
Sure.
Oh, okay. So if we do have a leak, we can just wipe the bottom out easily.
Wipe it out. Obviously, grab some of the washing up pads that we sell on Openshop. They're great. It's easy to clean. It's the fingerprint resistant stainless. Again, a 2-year warranty. This product has been sold for over 2 years, and this is perfect. Again, my Erica, who's my grandmother, she's in the video that you saw. She's 92 years old. She uses a walker, and she can use this bin. It's that easy.
Okay, so
everyone's got a free
toe
to tap.
Anyone can toe tap. Shoes on, shoes off. It doesn't matter. It is such a soft little tap that you have to do. It's so easy. And remember, if you need that lid open for that bit longer, leave your foot there for 5 seconds, and the lid will stay up until you give it another tap. And then it's that soft close again. So when you're doing lots of meal prepping, lots of peeling, or if you just want to get lots of load all at once, you can leave that lid up. Stainless steel, huge capacity, 3 size D batteries that are going to last 10,000 opens and 10,000 soft closes. Simply toe tap, drop your rubbish and walk away. It is more hygienic than lifting an old lid off a dirty old rubbish bin. It's quiet and it's sleek. It looks good. This is quality and innovation from White Magic.
And in this summer heat that we have, you want to keep your rubbish sealed. You don't want the flies getting in there and maggots forming. This is a nice seal. The flies aren't going to get in there, and it's guaranteed close. So if you've got your kids throwing rubbish and they forget to close the lid, you won't have that because it is just simply tap, throw and walk away, and your kids are going to love it. They're going to.
It's a novelty.
It is a novelty.
You'll say to them, clear the plates, Dale.
Exactly.
Clear the plates.
They'll be so happy to give it a
Don't put
kick.
your rubbish in the bin. Okay, so if it's nothing more than a helping hand and a novelty, $139 might be well spent, mums and dads, these Christmas holidays. Get the kids busy. Now, size-wise, we're 35 by 38 by 65. Show me which way's 35.
Okay, so 35 is across the back.
Okay.
38 is the depth.
And 65
is the height.
Okay.
So that is... It's never going to go in a cupboard. You have to find a space outside.
Okay.
But you've got that half moon construction, so you can press it up against a kitchen island. You can press it up against a wall in your kitchen, and it takes... That's actually not a big bin for 50 litres because the whole thing is bin. You don't have an internal bucket, so you can fit a lot of rubbish in a small space. If you look for a 50-litre bin made by other manufacturers, you will find it's much larger space, so it takes up quite a small space for the amount of rubbish you're using.
Okay, well, I'm thinking work kitchenette. I'm thinking cafe. I'm thinking obviously in your home, but it really is made for the troops because it's a huge capacity, less changeover, less whinging trying to get someone to do it for you. And of course, those eco-friendly biodegradable bags are strong. So if this is something that you need in your kitchen or if it's for a gift, 301-873 with the free gift of the 60 bin liners for $139.
So cheap.
It's quality, it's innovation, it's white magic. Now we are going to move over onto the food freshness bundle. We've got some really cool stuff here, guys. Stay with us. We're going to show you a little bit of vision. We'll be back really soon. The blue apple, the contrast in that vision is night and day. I'm seeing the same piece of fruit, one rotten, aging, compostable.
Yes.
Ready to go. The other one, ready to eat.
Sure.
What is the blue apple?
Well, the blue apple is going to help the average Australian family save $350 worth of fruit and veg every single year.
Wow.
There was a great program on the ABC where they revealed that statistic, and it's because fruit and veg is going off, it's ripening too quickly.
Right.
The blue apple does one step in that process.
Okay.
It absorbs something called ethylene gas.
Right.
Ethylene gas is naturally emitted by all the fruit and veg you have in your home. It's naturally derived by the plant, so the plant ripens on cue. However, we have taken advantage of that. Let me give you a little story. The bananas that you get from North Queensland are actually put in factories where the ethylene gas is removed. Then they get stored in warehouses close to where the supermarkets want them. As soon as the supermarket calls up, the ethylene gas is pumped back into the atmosphere, and that's why they go from green to yellow like that.
Right.
So what we're doing with the blue apple is we're doing the first process in a much smaller scale for your fruit bowl, for your crisper, for your potato bag, anywhere you store your fruit and veg. We're sucking the ethylene gas out of the atmosphere, and we're slowing down the ripening process by up to 3 times.
Okay, so can I just in Gab terminology?
Yes.
When bananas are picked,
Yes.
the word that you used, the gas,
the ethylene gas is
ethylene gas is absorbed
out of where they're stored.
Right, and that's what this does.
Yes, exactly, on a much smaller scale.
Right.
But the problem is, just before the supermarket wants them, the ethylene gas is artificially
punched back in
into
so
the
that they
room.
age, so that they
And now-
become bright
But
and ripe
also,
and
they're
so on.
stinking of ethylene gas, and that's why the tale is you put your avocados with
your bananas. I know that
because
one.
your bananas are stinking of ethylene gas.
So it ripens
and
the avocados.
That triggers the ripening of avocado.
So this is going to do the reverse. If I
Exactly.
put this with my bananas, if I put this with my avocados, I'm doing the reverse. So if you want your bananas and your avocado, if you want your avocado to ripen fast, don't put this baby with it because this is going to keep it nice and fresh, right?
Exactly.
Okay. So pop this in the fridge. Pop it in the fruit bowl.
Yes, fruit bowl.
Where else
crisper,
am I going to put
potato
it?
bag,
Potato
anywhere
bag.
you store your fruit
So I can
and
put
veg.
one in that bag over there?
Exactly. Put it in that bag. You'll get longer life out of your potatoes, onions, and carrots.
How does it work?
And how does it work? It's crystallized in this, excuse the pun. This is how it comes fresh. It comes in a purple form, and what it is volcanic ash and sodium permanganate. What happens over a 3-month period is it oxidizes. It basically rusts. The ethylene gas rusts to the crystal, and that's why it turns brown, just like your normal things rust and they turn brown.
Yeah.
So over 3 months, this satchel is air permeable. The ethylene gas goes in. It doesn't escape because it oxidizes. After 3 months, you open the satchel and put it in the garden, and it's a trace element fertiliser.
So that can be recycled?
The actual crystals can, and they can be a nice little trace element fertiliser.
So what do I do? I buy the
is
pack.
You squeeze it and you put the sachet inside. Okay. And the apple is simply just a storage device, and it also stops the kids from munching into it because it's blue, and no apple in this world is blue yet, thank goodness.
Okay.
And all you do is you seal it up. Hear the click,
yeah.
and you put it in a high spot, the high spot of your fruit bowl, the high spot of your crisper, the high spot of your potato bag, because gas obviously travels upwards, and you want it to get caught either in the bottom holes or if it goes around the top. And all you got to do is remember, after 3 months, empty the sachet into the garden. Now, the deal for you today is very, very good. We're giving you 1 year's supply. That means we're giving you 8 sachets and 2 apples. So each apple needs 4 sachets for 12 months, and you will basically be set for the ethylene gas.
301875, 12 months worth of fresher fruit and vegetable, less rotting, less wastage, less disappointment when you go to get something out to make that salad, and things are just crisper. Things are fresher. You will not have the mold spores in there as fast. So for $29, you are going to get a year's supply. How many of these will I get? 2?
Get 2. So
2 of these and a year's supply of sachets.
A normal home,
one in the fruit
crisper,
bowl, one in the crisper.
fruit bowl.
Okay.
Exactly.
Now, can I just ask, if I'm forgetful and when I open it up to put the next one in, if I don't have a composting in the garden, can I just throw it in the rubbish?
You
the little
can,
sachet?
but you can put it in the lawn. You can put it on the potato, the pot plants, anywhere.
Some people will, some people won't, because you might have little, you might have little kids. So can I just? I can just.
You can
throw
dump
it in the bin?
You can dump it.
It's safe.
It's safe to dump in the bin,
and it's safe for It's safe to have next to your fruit and vegetables.
Absolutely, totally safe. You obviously don't want to consume it. Don't think you can put it in a smoothie and smoothie it up. But it's perfectly fine to be in contact. And this is only one step. The second step that you're getting in the pack is humidity control. Now, the best way to understand this is when you walk into your supermarket, you'll see some of your fixtures, especially with your leafy greens, are actually misting. They're actually misting the lettuce. They're mixing the Chinese veggies. That's because if those veggies dry out, they go off.
They do. They go yellow.
They go off.
The tips go yellow. You buy them one day, I bring them home.
They get droopy.
I think the bok choy was fine yesterday. It's yellow now. I want to stir fry. This is what's going on.
So humidity control is the second way to keep your fruit and veg fresh for longer. So the guys at Blue Apple, we are the original importer for Blue Apple. This was invented in Utah. They invented the veggie zips, and the veggie zips either mimic a humid environment, a wet environment, or a dry environment. All you do is you get the little brochure, which it comes with it, and you open it up, and it tells you which fruit and veg like a wet environment and which fruit and veg like a dry environment.
That's easy. So the brochure comes with it. Inside the brochure, look for your vegetable. Have a look at whether it likes to be wet or dry, because they are all different. And if it is, for example, a lettuce, I'm expecting it to be a wet environment.
Exactly.
And
so all you
do
is you take the hydroliner, which looks like paper, but it's actually you get 10 hydroliners and you get 10 bags.
10 bags.
Okay?
So you got one
called
for
veggie
each.
zips.
Okay.
And all you do is you wet the hydroliner under a tap, wring out excess, wrap your lettuce, and then seal your bag.
That makes sense.
And that keeps a moist environment under which the lettuce, the kale, the Chinese veg will absorb the moisture out of the air and keep it riper. But they've put holes in the bag, Gabby.
So
the holes in the bag. But ethylene gas can escape. And guess what works? Our friend, the Blue Apple, the friend of Apple, is still there to absorb the ethylene gas. So you've done 2 steps. Now, things like strawberries, which are very famous for Christmas time, they like a perfectly dry environment.
I'll do that.
That's why basically anything stored in a plastic container is that way, because you want to get it away from moisture. So anything that comes in a plastic container, like cherries, like strawberries,
cherry tomatoes.
Cherry tomatoes. They need to be stored in a dry environment. So all you do is you wrap it in a dry hydroliner, put it in the bag, and this paper will wick away any moisture that develops and keep your strawberries fresher for longer.
Or let's just say you do your Christmas shopping 4 or 5 days before Christmas, because you don't want to be there with the rest of the world at the one time. That's how it feels. Your things like your raspberries, your fresh raspberries, and your fresh expensive blackberries and things like that, they would be like your strawberries. They, in 3 or 4 days, can be absolutely shot, can be gone to God, need to go to the rubbish bin. And for $6 or $7, which is what they charge at Christmas time, because I know you're doing a blackberry pudding or a trifle or something that you really need those expensive items. they're going to stay fresh. They're going to be beautiful and crisp and plump and not soft and wilted and going off on Christmas Day. So this is something that perhaps you should get just before Christmas, just before that party. I mean, all year round it's going to save you money, but it's when you're doing those fancy foods where you've spent that extra money and it's more disappointment and inconvenience as well as expensive. You kind of go, oh my gosh.
You can't shop just before Christmas. You've got to shop at least a week before.
You can't shop on
Otherwise,
Christmas Day.
you're not prepping. So you need to buy in bulk. You need to be fresh for the day.
So we're getting 10. We're getting 10 bags and 10 of the liners, and we've got the blue egg to go with it.
Blue
so
apple.
when the gas comes out, the blue apple. Oh my God, I call it the blue egg. The blue apple. Sorry.
No problem.
You know what I mean.
Now the third step for food freshness is mold control. Now your crisper is where you store most of your fruit and veg. Every time you open and close the lid, close the fridge door, the temperature changes a smidgen. That temperature causes condensation. Condensation rolls downhill, and guess what's at the bottom of your fridge? Your crisper. So you always get this moisture build up in the bottom of your crisper. What does fungi and mold like? They like moisture. So you need to provide a barrier between where the moisture is and where your fruit and veg sits. So we're throwing in, basically free of charge, our famous Stay Fresh mat. And all it does is one very, very simple job. It provides a barrier. And if I can flick it back there, you can see you've got a 1 centimetre gap from where the bottom of your crisper is and where the mat is. And so even if moisture does develop on the bottom of your crisper, you've got that air gap where the air can circulate. The fungi and mold isn't going to come through to your fruit and veg. It cushions your fruit and veg. So if you open it too, I know my kids, they rip it open and shut it. It stops the fruit from bruising. And again, it's a free gift. So you're doing ethylene gas, you're doing humidity, and now you're doing mold control. With those 3 steps, I guarantee you'll keep your fruit and veg fresher for longer.
Absolutely incredible. And this is machine washable in cold water. It's also, it says that it's made from US FDA approved food safe material. It can be cut to size so that if you like everything just
like this.
Neat and tight. Well, look, if you wanted
to,
you can cut it to size. So we really are giving you that innovation and of course the white magic quality. So this is not just a bit of foam.
No, this has been sold for years and it really does work. And remember, the average Australian family throws away $350 worth of fruit and veg. You're paying $29 with free shipping. That will extend. You could cut that $350 down to $50. You could even cut it to $0 with this system, and it's going to save you money straight away.
Yeah, and look, it is saving the money, but it's also saving the disappointment when you go to make that salad or it's Christmas Day and you have those berries that you've bought 4 days before and you want them to look like the day that you purchased them in the supermarket. If it's the bok choy that 2 days later is yellow and looking sad and you can no longer make that stir fry, perhaps this is something that you need to add into your fridge, into your kitchen, and it could just be a gift that you're giving away as well. 301875, that is a $29 product, which is the Stay Fresh Fridge Mat. But my advice is get all 3, because if you're looking for freshness, you really can benefit from all 3. So we are talking about the bundle. Now the bundle is those 3. Is that the price for the bundle?
It is.
I thought it was a price. I thought it was a price for one thing. Oh my gosh! No, you've got to get it right now. No. This is on my list. I seriously, I thought it was $29 per. I'm thinking you still should get it now that it's $29 for all 3. You got to get it, right? I just feel that you are going to, the convenience of having things fresher for longer, the lack of waste, the lack of disappointment, and also the food experience. When your food is fresher, it looks better, it tastes better, and we're all about enjoying our food fresher with this white magic. Now, we're going to move on to the bamboo cutlery bundle, eco bundle, right? We're going to move on to that in a moment. We're going to show you a little bit of vision, and then we'll show you our next product. Eco Basics, these are far from basics. We are all about eliminating plastic. Now, I'm having this beautiful smoothie here with this bamboo straw, and when I just saw the price of this bundle, 301876, I've got a story to tell you. I know I'm not supposed to tell stories, but I've got to tell you. White Magic have got the bundle here for $49. I was at Yamundi Markets
up in my neck of the woods.
About 2 years ago
Beautiful.
with my daughter, who had to get bamboo straws because, you know, the teenagers, they're all over the eco-friendliness. They're ahead of us. They were onto it before we were. So we had to go to Yamundi Markets to get these bamboo straws. We're on holidays in Noosa, and we trudged around to find this particular, because it had to be eco. It had to be all right, which is
Made in
great.
Bali,
Which is
these.
great.
Probably yours too.
Yeah. And look, she got a set of 2,
Yep.
and it was $15, and it didn't come with the pipe cleaner.
Oh, God.
Right?
Wow.
So this, I know, straight up, this is value. So you are getting the eco so for all those mums out there, they're going to understand me. This is value, right? Okay, $49. What are we getting here,
Okay,
Craig?
so the first thing you're getting is 4 of the bamboo straws. 4 of them with the straw cleaner
With
included.
the straw. Lily,
Handmade in Bali.
Lily?
Handmade in Bali. Ethically sourced. 100% bamboo.
Yep.
That's the first thing. That eliminates the need for when you go to get a smoothie like these, which are from the cafe, and the cafe here is very good.
I'll tell you what, that's a good smoothie.
And the texture coming through the bamboo, it doesn't taste metallic.
No.
It actually tastes nice and natural, and you're drinking through bamboo, which is
Cocktails,
good.
come on, Christmas
Beautiful.
time cocktails.
Exactly, and it looks the part.
No more plastic.
Then, so we eliminate the straws. How about we eliminate all the single-use cutlery that you could ever imagine?
Yeah.
You've got a bamboo spoon, fork, knife, chopsticks, another bamboo straw if you don't mind, and the pipe cleaner. So that eliminates the need for when you go and get a salad, you've got your fork.
So you can throw this in your handbag,
Exactly.
ladies and
a
gents.
nice
in your-
cotton pouch to store it in.
That is great. I mean, that could be something that you may take camping.
Sure.
It could be at your desk in the office.
Yes.
It says, I'm thinking about stuff here, guys. I'm thinking about the environment. I'm not going to get single-use stuff and throw them out. I'm going to take that back. I'm going to give them a wash, and I'm going to pop that back on my desk or pop it back in my handbag. This is a fabulous gift, right? And it's beautifully packaged in that little cotton satchel.
It is. Yeah, no, we've really thought it
Beautiful.
through. It stores it. You can give it a rinse, then give it a good clean when it gets home.
Knife,
so that
spoon,
eliminates
fork, chopsticks, and straw and cleaner.
and spoon. You can so your yogurts, your salads, and your juice. But this one has really created people's attention. It's organic Australian beeswax wraps.
I love
So
this
this
product.
eliminates
I know
the
this.
need for plastic wrap in your home. Now, the first thing to note is you get 3 pieces. You get a small, a medium, and a large. Now, this is the small size. I'm just going to show you how it works.
Yep.
Basically, use the heat from your hands to contour it around what you want to wrap. So I've just cut this pumpkin.
Fresh cut
And all I'm
pumpkin.
going to do is I'm going to put it over the top,
Yeah.
and then I'm going to put it down, and then I'm just going to use the heat of my hands to press it, and it will stay in that shape.
shape.
And it's breathable, so the actual fruit can breathe. And this is now a nice little connection for the top of your...
So it's going to stay fresher for longer?
Exactly,
And I'm not
fresher for
using
longer.
the cling wrap, the plastic
No.
wrap, and the stuff that's bad for the environment. How many times can I use
You
this,
can
Craig?
use it hundreds of times.
Right.
You can rinse it. You can wash it under cold water. It's made from 5 ingredients. You've got organically sourced and certified cotton with Australian beeswax,
Right.
with Damara resin, with coconut oil,
Right.
and one other that I always forget. Jojoba oil. So,
Okay.
and it's made in Australia. There are
Right.
some ones that are coming out of China and India. This is Australian made in Australia, and we believe, and normally this is $29.95 for a 3-pack on my
Really?
website.
Wow.
So this is good value when you're buying in this pack.
Okay, so we're talking about washing in cold, soapy water.
Yep.
We are talking about drying it just on a dish rack. You can you keep it away from the oven, but of course it's perfect for anything out on the bench top or in the fridge. This is Australian-made food wrap alternative to plastic throwaway wraps. We are caring about the environment. We are keeping our food fresh, and of course you're getting 3 sizes there: the small, the medium, and the large. This comes in the bundle. So the bundle is 301876. You're going to get the bamboo straws. You're going to get the cutlery set. You're going to get the 3 pieces of this alternative wrap that's going to keep things fresh. Now, shopping bag.
Yep.
I tried this on before.
Sure.
It's a nice long. Oh, I
Would you like
like
to show
it.
them?
I love it. I love these bags. It's a nice long strap there. And look, the thing I love is it rolls up and throw it in your handbag. Throw it in keep it in the glove box. Keep it in your backpack, your gym bag.
Yep.
I love it that you can see what you've got, but they last for
They
ages.
do.
It's
They
so
stretch,
strong.
they get bigger,
It grows
and they
with
last
what you've
for
got
long.
in there.
Now, one thing you have to remember about this, if we zoom in on this little symbol,
What?
this symbol means that it is GOTS certified.
then stop.
It is a certified organic cotton source. So
Right.
normal cotton
Right.
uses a lot of water and a lot of pesticides. This is sourced from organic sources, so no pesticides,
Innovation
less
again.
water, and
Innovation
that means
again.
you've got quality.
Okay.
Now, we've taken that GOTS cotton and we've made a produce bag,
Yes.
5-piece.
Bags.
You get 5 of them. You get a small one, you get 2 of the medium ones,
Yep.
and then you get 2 of the big ones.
Okay.
And they are basically a drawstring
Take
bag.
them to the shops and get your weighed instead of your plastics.
Exactly.
Now,
Eliminate the
question:
plastic.
can I put this in my crisper?
You sure can.
With my blue
You sure can.
apple
To keep
and-
things together, absolutely.
Okay, guys, so you can take this
You
to
can
the
even
supermarket.
wash your fruit and veg inside.
Carrots, your fruit, your vegetables, your garlic, whatever it is. Throw them, have them weighed. Throw them then straight into the fridge. This is incredible value, and this is a $49. I mean,
Can I tell you the value?
payments of
This is normally
$12.25.
$19.95. That's normally $29.95. That's your $50. In
look,
essence, you're getting the straws, the cutlery, and the long bag for free.
I've looked down at my local health food store. I'm not going to say where I live because they're awesome. They're great. They're a great bunch. They sell one of these for $25.
Wow.
Now, I'm just going to say that I shan't be doing that again. All of this for $49. 301-876. This is the Eco Bundle. We've got bamboo straws. We've got the beeswax wraps. We've got the cutlery. We've got the straws. And of course, it is white magic, innovation, and quality, right? Because one doesn't go without the other. Innovation needs quality. Thinking about the environment, thinking about your back pocket, and some great little gift ideas, stocking fillers maybe.
Absolutely.
Anyway, give us a call, 13 25 80, tap the app, look after the environment, look after your hip pocket, and you know what, it looks pretty cool too, Craig. Thank you for being here with us today.
Pleasure.
Enjoy.